In this video, I'll show you how to edit images using Nitro for iPhone. To get started, tap the Edit button in the upper right corner. The Nitro editing tools appear in a row on the bottom. They're organized by category. The first section are the quick fixes. Then there are presets and LUTs, masking, and then the standard adjustments, including crop, white balance, curves, split toning, lens correction, vignette, and more. Let's start out with the quick fixes. Auto Enhance is a great way to get started because it lets you quickly improve a picture. Auto Enhance has options including auto white balance and using levels or curves. It also has an intensity slider which lets you control the amount of the effect that you want to apply. Just tap the Auto Enhance button. You can also change the intensity after the fact to get just the look that you want. The button below Auto Enhance lets you see the image before and after. You can also tap and hold on the image. The button to the left deletes the Auto Enhance adjustment. And there's also an undo and redo. Tap Done when you're finished. Next to undo and redo are the Show Original, so that's a third way, Copy Adjustments, which lets you choose which adjustments you want to include, and Paste. Paste also lets you decide which adjustments to include. You can add those adjustments to the image or replace them using the control at the bottom. Finally, there's a histogram and a menu for histogram controls, resetting adjustments, and other options. Next up is Highlight Recovery. Highlight Recovery lets you bring back detail in overexposed areas of raw images. If you have an overexposed image, this is a great way to start. This is the image before I did Highlight Recovery, and this is the image after. You can see a lot more detail in the clouds. In addition to Highlight Recovery, I also brighten the image just a little bit. Nitro has a simple spot and wire removal feature and clone. Clone lets you copy pixels from one part of the image to another. Once you've picked the source, you can use a brush to paint in the areas you want to copy the pixels to. There's a size, strength, and softness. Here's the image before clone. You can see stems on the right and a red area at the bottom, and after. Next up are presets. Presets are a great way to quickly apply adjustments to an image. Nitro comes with a bunch of presets built in, and you can also make your own. At the top is the most recent edit. This is automatically made by Nitro. It lets you very easily apply the same adjustments to multiple images very quickly. LUTs, also known as lookup tables, let you apply a look to an image very quickly. They're different from presets. Nitro comes with a bunch of LUTs, and you can also add your own. There are some creative ones. For example, I might apply the earth tone LUT to this image. There are some film simulations inspired by Fujifilm cameras, and a bunch of other ones as well. For example, I might apply this instant photo look. There's an intensity slider which lets me adjust the amount of the LUT applied. Before I get into masks, let me talk about the standard adjustments next to them. I'm not going to go into detail about all of them. I'll do that in another video, but I'll talk about a few of them. The tone adjustment lets you set exposure, highlights and shadows, midtones, whites and blacks, etc. For Pro RAW files, there's also the tone map, which can be invaluable when editing certain Pro RAW images. The RAW adjustment lets you have deep control over Apple's RAW decoder. The curves adjustment lets you make adjustments right here below the image, or you can tap this button to have the curve appear on top of the image. HSL lets you edit images by hue, saturation, and luminance, and there's a custom hue option as well. There's a black and white filter and also split toning, which lets you tint the highlights and the shadows independently. There's a chromatic aberration adjustment, which also can control purple and green fringing. The lens adjustment lets you correct artifacts in lenses. As you correct more images from your camera, the lens adjustment learns from you and can start to correct those images automatically. There's also perspective, a color mixer, and a vignette. Last but not least is masks. Masking is a really powerful feature in Nitro. Nitro lets you create 5 types of masks: a brush mask, linear and radial gradients, and 2 AI masks for capturing the subject or the background of an image. I made an AI subject mask of Santa. Any mask that you create in Nitro can have brush strokes on it, so you can use brushes to fine-tune a gradient or an AI mask. Like with Clone, brush masks have size, strength, softness, and an edge-aware option, which lets you follow a contour automatically. Masks can also be controlled by luminance, by color, and there's an intensity slider, which lets you turn the entire masking effect up or down. Once you have a mask, you can apply all of those same adjustments that you saw earlier. You can apply white balance, tone, curves, black and white, even chromatic aberration. This is the image before, and this is the image after applying 2 masks, a subject mask and a background mask. For the background mask, I darkened it, turned it black and white, and applied a blur. I also used cloning to remove some bright red dots that I saw in the image. The result is a much cleaner looking image. That's a quick tour of editing in Nitro for iPhone. Thanks for watching.